Starting at number 5 is Sid Meier's Civilization 5, or Civ 5 for short. It's a turn-based strategy game released on 2010. Civ 5 covers all time periods, not just medieval times. It starts from Bronze Age and goes to the modern age. It has good graphics and it is easy to learn for people who are new to the strategy games. As a player, you can choose many great civilizations that ever existed, including Australia and USA. All civilization is led by a great leader from history. There are different victory conditions, such as you may focus on being the most cultural civilization by creating landmark buildings and arts. You can pursue a scientific victory or a religious victory or the best type of victory, which is the military victory. From my experience, whatever I do, the other civilization gets angry at me and declares war on me anyway. I always show no mercy and end up wiping them from the map. Certain civilizations are better suited for what victory conditions you want to achieve, such as if you pick France, they get cultural bonuses easier. While if you were to pick Germany, they can stomp over everyone by using the Panzer tanks. Let's be honest though, we will just pick whatever civilization we like and play the game however we like. I never got into multiplayer aspect, but a lot of my friends enjoy it. To summarize the game, you make settlers that settle cities, you build buildings that produce resources, which you can use to create other buildings or army, and then you can compete with other civilization on being the very best. Certain buildings and army units become unlockable as you go further in the time period. Coming in number 4 is Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. AoE 2 is a historical real-time strategy game released on 2019. This game isn't new player friendly. You play in real time and the other bots players are not sitting idle. They're programmed to beat you to the ground fast as possible. You have the option of playing campaign where you follow the story of a certain faction. You can just play the classic where you try to fight all AI bots. This is the most fun one in my opinion. Or you can go multiplayer and get your ass beat by professional players who've been playing Age of Empires series before you were even born. This game is military victory condition focused. You have to play a rock paper scissors when you put your military units against your opposition. You have to micromanage villages to collect resources while setting up village buildings, its defense, all while fighting with your soldier units. It's not for brain dead people. The thinking you do and the results you get is the fun part. That's why a lot of people really like this game, and I like it too. Number 3 is Crusader Kings II. CK2 was released on 2012. CK2 has the biggest learning curve of any game I ever played. It is not new player friendly at all. However, the possibility of this game is endless. The reason why it is so hard to play is that there are too many options available to the player and you execute these options in different manner. However, you can do whatever you like. At the start, you get to pick if you want to be the king, duke, or a lowly count of any place in Asia or Europe or Africa. Once you start playing, you can decide to blackmail someone because they're gay, lock up your son for trying to kill your mom, borrow money from Jews, get other lords' wife pregnant, backstab your king, and then become the king. Conquer enough territories to become an emperor. Change your game settings and start fucking your own sister. Declare a crusade, and then start your own satanic cult. Whatever floats your boat, this is a very fun game once you learn how to play it. Number 2 is Medieval 2 Total War. This game was released on 2006. This is a classic game. If you want to play a medieval strategy game, then this is the game you should try out first. Medieval 2 is a turn-based strategy and real-time tactics game. You build buildings and troops in your turn and let the AI bots have their turn, but when your troops engage your opponents in battle, you go in the battlefield and control your units. You can decide to take upper ground or make a defensive formation or put archers behind your infantry, whatever you like. Once the battle is over, it goes back to the world map and becomes a turn-based game again. This game is very user-friendly and new players can jump into the game straight away. Historic events are present throughout the gameplay, and crusades and jihads are a common occurrence. You also have to fight the Mongol invasion, which is the final challenge in this game. First place goes to Man & Blade Warband, released on 2010. The graphics quality of this game is low, but the game is outstanding. You will spend years playing this one game. You basically start off with your character and you decide his backstory, like you could have been a beggar or a bandit or a lord's retainer, and then you try to do quests and trading to earn money. With money you can get men joining your war party, and then you can offer your service to be a mercenary for factions. As you get stronger and renowned, you can become a king's vassal or his general, or be the king, or start your own faction. You can name it whatever you want. If you get gifted land, or you conquer land, you can upgrade their buildings, but that's endgame stuff. Your character have stats and you can equip armor along with your companions. Your troops level up as they gain experience. This game provides a lot of fun and it has a good community as well. You can get Game of Thrones mod and the gameplay is pretty awesome. I spent months playing a Clash of Kings mod where I finally took over King's Landing. That's all folks. If you have games I should try out, then please let me know.